Once again this fall, we are opening our doors to everyone, student and non-student of the Sacred Gardener, to participate in a one-time only workshop event. On November 5th, we will step into the mythic, into our birthright that's been taken away from us as individuals and as a culture by today's secular, rationalized paradigm. The mythic is its own ecology, and just like the physical ecology, it's meant to sustain us. We bathe in the waters of the mythic and drink it in daily without ever knowing or acknowledging its origins. Our hunger for story, and especially for gossip, speaks to an unfulfilled longing to live, eat, and breathe the mythic, to be part of it as we were meant to be. The spirit of the mythic that a good story carries infused our lives for hundreds of thousands of years. We understood that we and our people were part of a bigger story. Now many of us just watch the stories on the screen but are not living them and actually participating in the mythic flow that changes reality. Prehistorically, as indigenous people, it seems we all innately knew that we were a central part of the big story. No matter what indigenous culture we're from, we knew ourselves to be the people. This deep recognition of ourselves as the central players in a species' stories made us carry ourselves in a good way and gave us great responsibility towards each other and the earth. Just knowing we were the people guided us to act heroically and fully play our part in the bigger story to bring about a good end for all. Sadly, our sense of the mythic and what our place is in the story has been taken from us, taken by the language of separation, taken by the dead meter of the clock and calendar that rule our days, and taken by 100 other things that we thought we wanted to make life easier that has separated us from the co-creative reality of living with nature, that which we need for many reasons. Well, as a child, we naturally explore the mythic reality. As we come to an age where our actions could start to impact our culture, in a good way, we're forced down this harried path of school and work that keeps the nutrients of the mythic spirit away from our lives. And after 50 or 60 years of that rat race, by the time we have time to act, we find ourselves starved for purpose and meaning, unready to step into the mythic and act. And this is a tragedy. And, in some ways this might all be fine and well, and as it should be, except for two things. First, life without the sense of the mythic is flat and meaningless. Without it, we have no real sense of purpose or direction. And second, culturally, if we don't step in and play our part in the bigger story, how will things change for the better? What we have to offer may be the very nudge that the whole industrial juggernaut needs to change direction. And without your action, there's less of a chance for all of us. The fact is, historically, those with a sense of the mythic and their place in it are the ones who have achieved great feats. Culture is formed through these actions and guided by the mythic spirit behind them. On a personal level, our mythic achievements, even seemingly small acts or moments of inclusive consciousness, shift our culture away from its destructive colonial course into a co-creative future with the earth. I hope to see you here on Sunday, November 5th. Blessings.